Hello, I'm Haian. I'm 29 years old from Syria. I want to tell you a few stuff about my life since I was a kid. Few images maybe. The first one that comes to my mind is me and my family. We are in the farm, in the mountain house, and we are like working in the farm, cutting. We go there each week in the weekend, so we're cutting the wood, taking care of the things. I used to watch my grandfather and my grandmother working in the land. Um, I used to observe their veins and their hands, how they're working hard in this. And this gave me yeah, I used to love that. I still love it so far. And I'm a musician, so when we used to work together, and then I get tired, I take the instrument and I sit under a tree and I take the and I start to play whatever comes to my mind, and I just look into them and I observe their hands, and for me that gives me faith, not faith, faith to, yeah, for fight for life, for work hard for life, not fight, maybe work hard for life. And after that, I remember another image. I have one brother and two sisters, and they all play instruments. Me and my brother, I studied music, so like we continue on that, but we all play instruments. So I remember us like when I was 15, 16, like playing in the house, and everybody, me, my brother, my two sisters, each one room, taking the instrument and making noises, making noise, making music, like practice and repeat, and like studying. And my thanks God we have lucky neighbors. They never complain. We have good parents that they could also handle that, because I think it's too much noises. Two violins, one viola, another cello, one piano, always instruments, always sounds. And then I grew up, and my friends used to come over, and we used to play together. I have my friends that we play together. My brother has his friends, and sometimes we all play together. Noises, 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 and that's it. A little bit about my study. The first choice that I started to study is something with the music. I wanted to study music and started something else with it. Didn't work really well. I studied business administration, and then I changed because when I studied that, I figured out that I really don't like this thing. I want to concentrate all my energy in music, so that was my dream, because since I was a kid, that was my dream. So I concentrated on that, and my study, I was part of the Syrian student orchestra, and I participated in many shows and opera house and culture centers and things like that. And one of my dreams that I wanted to finish this study thing and leave Syria. This is 2008. I want to leave it, to continue my study, to find my own freedom, to find more myself, and then I came here. I came to the Netherlands. And no, not direct. Not really direct. And then I left Syria without finish my study. I went to Lebanon. I had to leave Syria because the situation started to be bad in Syria 2011, and I didn't have really too much choices, either go to the army or leave the country. And I left. I had to leave the country, and I went to the neighbor country. I went to Lebanon. I stayed there almost 5 years. I tried to continue my study. I tried for 2 years, actually, or 3 years I tried, but it wasn't really hard because I needed to find work and I needed to find like house and rent for the house and the bills and everything, and I on my head I wanted only to work with music. I don't have problem to work in something else, but I wanted to do everything with music. So like I tried to use my experience, like teaching, performing, uh, everything, giving workshops, working with refugees, with children. I worked in the Children Cancer Center. It was a very deep experience for me. Like I worked with refugees, which is also a very deep experience for me. Yeah, I kept the dream in my head. I kept what I want. Like in this time, like when I left Syria, like my brother was in Lebanon and my sisters were in Syria, and then they came to Lebanon, and when they came, my brother were in Italy. So we started to be not together while our family is really small, so we grew up all together, you know. So and I know that when you leave, it is like no choice, so you don't know when it's going to be the reunion again, or if you're going to meet them or play with them, because for me it's a family thing. We used to play together and we like that. Actually, we played in my sister's exhibition before we all leave, and it was really awesome because she's a painter. She studied paint, and she plays violin also. So like we did like a quartet, and then my brother went to Italy, and then I stayed a few months in Lebanon, and then I came to Holland. So the situation now, I am here, my brother in Italy, my sisters are in Beirut, and my parents are in Syria. So the house in Syria, the main house is empty, with a lot of light inside it from the energy, but it's empty for my parents. No music anymore. They also grew up listening us playing all our life and practicing and all that noise, and suddenly no one is there beside them. So I was shocked recently that they called me and they started to learn music and playing oud aloud. So yeah, they wanted. That's like something for keep the dream, to reunion us, to connect us. It doesn't matter how far we can be together physically or something. We can have something with the music, with the instruments to connect us. So they started to study that, and my sisters in Beirut, they are also practicing together, playing together. I am here, my brother in Italy. We still have the same dream, and we're all working on that. Like since I arrived here, it's been very very interesting experience. Good one, hard one, beautiful, new things, new challenges, not easy things, but we have to face it, and you have to adapt some stuff. And anyways, I'm still in the same situation more or less. Now my procedure started to start, so yeah, I have more things will come up. But I worked in a theater play. I tried to collaborate with some Dutch actors and producers and art directors, and we worked in a theater play that I did the music for it, and it was also a challenge for me because the play was in Dutch, and I needed to do the soundtrack for the music. So, and I don't know the language, so yeah, it was a very beautiful experience. We learned a lot from it. We're still doing the shows already. And through that, you get more connections, you get more musicians to jam with, to have more opportunities, or more things will come up. So I'm still following the same dream, and yes, working hard for it, still remembering the veins of my grandfather and my grandmother. thinking about the positive things that will come if you work hard for the things that you love. So no matter what, no matter how or how long. So what matters really is to do what you love. So yeah, keep working hard in the dream. Thank you very much for your time and for listening. I hope you enjoyed it and have a good time. Nice to meet you.